Favorite part of being a farmer, I guess, would be that I have the ability to be my own boss, and I can make decisions and decide to do things that day that, okay, I'm just not going to do that today. I'm going to go do this. Because I want to take some time off maybe for the afternoon or something. It gives me the ability to do that. Now, there are some things that have to be done, but it still gives me the ability to make decisions, be my own person. I can do things the way I want. I think farmers are farmers because somebody said, well, you need to farm this way. No, I don't want to farm that way. I want to farm this way. And then do it that way and be successful at it to show that, yes, this way I wanted to do it did work. I'm a fourth generation farm. I'm living in the house my grandpa built. Right now we're milking about 190 through the parlor. Down a little bit. We have a big group coming in the next couple months. We run about 1,000 acres of ground. We milk at 5, so I'm up about 10 to 5 every day. Either milk in the morning or I feed. I switch off between that so I can keep an eye on everything. I guess that's one of the way I manage things. So I'll be feeding one day or the next day I'll be milking. So if I'm milking, I get out, I milk, I get the first group of cows in. We have 3 groups in the barn. Then I milk in there and then the other guy will get the other ones in. We check cows when they come in that are just fresh. We check ears to see if they're off. That's what I use for my gauge. If they're cold, then we might give them calcium supplements or propylene if they need that. Then when I get done with that, I come in for breakfast. My wife does the books and takes care of some of the calves and some other things. We have 3 full-time employees now. My dad still does, we have the heifers with fences, because our heifers are all pastured. So he takes care of the fences. We have, I don't know, 10 miles of fence probably that got to be checked and make sure that they're working every day. And then we have their water tanks, of course, and we make sure they're well taken care of by feeding them properly. They always have feed in front of them, good bedding. Our heifers are out in pasture in the summertime, so we don't have to do much with the bedding there. They stay really clean. And in the wintertime, we make sure they have a dry place for them to lay in those things. The cows we have mattresses. We use paper waste with lime for bedding. Just make sure that you got water accessibility all the time and feed accessibility. We've always been that way, and the animals will take care of themselves if those things are provided for them. So our farm is unique, I think, because we do a lot of our own maintenance and a lot of things. We do our own hay, chop our own hay, chop our own, and do all those things. And also we graze our heifers, where a lot of guys aren't doing that anymore. It's confinement and things. So that's I think that makes us unique, and we're family orientated. One other thing I would say is that Sundays we don't do anything but feed and take care of the cows that day. We don't do any field work. We don't do anything extra unless somebody calls and the heifers are out or something. We gotta go. But otherwise, Sunday we go to church, and then we always it's kind of our family day, we call it. So I think that makes us unique. Faith is important. It's what you believe. They'll put the seed in the ground that it's going to grow, and that it's going to be there in the fall, and things are going to be taken care of, and you're going to be able to do those things. And with the busy schedule, that's just the faith that He'll give me strength to get through each day and every day and move forward. So farming is a way of life, and you really need to love it if you want to do it. And if you don't, I think might not go so well for you. So you got to have that faith to be involved in. And my Lord gives me faith for that, and has always taken care of me, and we've been very successful here. Advice I'd have for a future farmer is that just because you want to do it different than somebody else doesn't mean it won't work. So you do your research, do your studying, figure out what you want to do, and then stick with it. And times will get tough, but they'll get better if you got your research down and know what you want to do. I think that's very important as a future farmer. There's going to be hard times come, and they're going to say, well, you can't do that. And I was told that when I first started going, you can't farm that way, that won't work. And I'm still here. So and been successful at it. So I think that's very important to the upcoming generation.